Hello students, how are you? And this is your first video recording for your first class, which is already I have taken, that is EVS first chapter. According to me, it is the first chapter because usually this chapter is being considered any of the book school is selecting. The first introductory chapter is this chapter, that is self-introduction. Right? We discussed about self-introduction. And the very easy way to understand and remember, and that was we divided them into 5 sections. So let me discuss that one in my recording part also, so that whenever you need you can go through it. Okay. So self-introduction is something which is very important for you for the whole life. I told you. Why it is important for you for the whole life? Because though it has been considered it's a introductory chapter, it's very easy, it is not important, but no, you need this one till the maturity of your life when you are sitting for an interview. Okay, the first question will be, please introduce yourself. So if you want to be perfect, if you want to be confident, if you want to present yourself in a very perfect way, then in a very decent way, then obviously you should learn how to introduce yourself properly. Okay, so what to say that maybe some things are very minor, but they are very important. Okay, so we will not take this chapter very easily. We are going to learn it in a very perfect way, but easily. Okay. So self-introduction is always been considered that all the details of yourself has to be considered. এতদিন তোমরা যেটা myself হিসেবে পড়েছিলে, এবার কিন্তু ওটাকে myself বলা হবে না, ওটাকে বলা হবে self-introduction. ওকে, তাহলে self-introduction আমরা কিভাবে করতে পারি? আমরা 5টা পার্টে ওটাকে ডিভাইড করতে পারি। এবার 5টা পার্টে কি করে ডিভাইড করব? We will divide it into 5 sections to remember it very easily, and this will help you to frame in your mind sentence after sentence when you are introducing yourself. And very important thing, that is self-introduction. Now as you are small, you are being told to write, but usually self-introduction is not being told to write, it is being told to express yourself verbally. Okay, so when you are introducing yourself, your confidence level should be high, you should present it perfectly, your words should be appropriate, and your pronunciation should be to the mark. Okay, so let's divide our self-introduction in 5 parts. And which are they? The first part. The first part is name part. Second part is family part. Third section we will go with school. This is the school part. And fourth section we will go with hobby. It is a very important part. Okay. And the fifth one is favorites. Divided all these things into 5 different sections to make you remember easily. দেখো যে কোনো জিনিস অনেক বড় হতে পারে। এখন তোমাদের আগে তোমরা 5 sentences এ লিখতে, 5 lines লিখতে, এবার তোমাদেরকে 15 lines লিখতে হতে পারে। কিন্তু ওই 15 linesটাকে মুখস্থ করে লেখা থেকে it is better that you understand it and make your own sentence, frame your own sentence. Okay, তাহলে আমরা যদি এই 5টা পয়েন্ট মনে রাখি, তাহলে কিন্তু আমাদের সেলফ ইন্ট্রোডাকশনটাকে আমরা খুব ইজিলি যে কারোর সামনে কনফিডেন্টলি বলতে পারবো। ওকে, তাহলে এই 5টা সেকশনের মধ্যে which are the important sentences which we should frame out? So let us go with the first segment, and the first section is name. So in this section we are going to inform the person who is sitting or standing in front of us, to whom we are introducing ourselves, about the names. And what are these? First one you will say, my name is. So, my name is. I'm just telling, as you are going to, maximum time you are going to express it verbally. So, I am telling say. Okay. So, you will say, my name is. You will tell your name. Okay. Then after, second, parents who brought you in this world, in this beautiful world. Without them, there is no identity of yours. Right? So, you will introduce your parents. So, my father's name. My father's name is. Then after you will be having your next sentence. That is, my mother's name is. Then after, if this is not mandatory, because usually now we are having maximum children are not having brother or sister, but many of them are having. So, if you are having any brother or sister, it may be elder or younger, you will introduce them also. And what you will write? My, if you are having brother, then you will write my brother's name. Okay, an apostrophe S. It should, name is the belonging of a particular person. So, father's name. Usually I have heard father name, mother name. It's wrong. Father's name, mother's name. Okay. So, my brother's, or if you are having a sister, my sister's name is. Okay. So, you will give the information about your name, your father's name, your mother's name and your brother or sister's name. Now, we will go for the next section. And your next section is coming family. Okay. So, let us talk about family now. What sentences you are going to construct under this section? So, obviously, you have introduced your parents. So, you should also introduce your parents' professions. Okay. So, you in very simple words, you can say, my father is a, if he is a doctor, you will write doctor. If he is an engineer, you will write engineer. If he is a banker, you will write banker. If he is a teacher, you will write teacher. Whatever is your father's profession, if he is a private employee, then you can write service, private service, okay? Or if he is an officer, you can write manager, officer, railway employee, whatever you want, okay? Whatever is your father in. So, you will write, you will introduce your father in that manner, okay? Now, my mother. Now, here is a question where my mother is a, usually I have heard that usually students say my mother is a housewife. Okay, it's a wrong term. Your mother is a perfect person, or who is the what to say, mixture of all the professions. Okay, when you are sick, she becomes a doctor, nurse. When you are not studying properly, she becomes your teacher. When you are not there, she becomes your cook to give you delicious food so that you come back from school and you have your food. Okay, so she is a person who nurtures you in each and every aspect. So, she is a homemaker. You are having a house, but it is being made home by your mother. Okay, so my mother is a homemaker. So, those whose mother are in a particular profession, they will write that one, doctor, engineer, nurse, teacher, whatever. And if they are not in any particular profession, they are always taking care of you and your family members, then she is a homemaker. Okay, so here comes homemaker, and if she is in any profession, you can write that one also. So these two sentences under your family, that means what your father is doing, what your mother is doing. Now next part, that is section C. And what is section C or 3? Section 3 is school. Now we will talk about your school. So here the first sentence will be, the name of my school is. Okay. So whatever is the name of your school, name of my school is whatever may be your name of your school. Okay, you will write your school name, and please remember the first letter should be capital. Okay, when you are writing the particular special name, that is your school name, the first letters will be capital. Okay, next is, the name of my school is, then after, in which class do you read? I read in, okay. Then after, you can write that the name of my school is, I read in, okay. So in which class do you read? You can mention that one also. So in third part, you can write that you can describe little bit about your school also. Okay, that my school is in Bardwan. Okay, so that also you can write. So I will go with 2 sentences only, the name of my school and I read in. Okay, next we will go with hobby. Fourth part, we will go with hobby. And fourth part, hobby. Now, what do you mean by hobby? Hobby means what you like to do when you are free. In your free time, in your recreation time, what you want to do when you are not doing any, you are not busy, when you are not doing anything very, what to say, according to your routine. At that time, what you love to do, and that is what helps you to rejuvenate, okay, give you energy, what you love to do, and that is called my hobby. Sorry. If you are having only one, you can write one. If you are having many, then my hobbies are painting, dancing, singing, whatever you want. Okay. Now, here comes only one sentence. That is, what are your hobbies? Next comes the last one, that is favorites. And here is, you can write whatever you like. Okay. Your favorite color, then after your favorite food, your favorite place. Okay. So you can write, my favorite food is, then after you can write, my favorite color is, okay. So in this slide, my favorite game is, you can even add your favorite game. Okay, so my favorite game is, so you can add many things. My favorite game is, you can add that one also. So these are the list of your hobbies and favorite games. Food, color. Now the conclusion, how you will conclude. What you will do when you will introduce yourself, you will assemble all these sentences. Okay, and you will, at the end you will conclude, I love my family. Okay, or you can say that I love to spend time with my family. So the best one and the very simple one is, I love my family. The last conclusion. So to introduce yourself is to give information about you to someone who wants to know you. This is the ultimate thing, and it is very easy to remember in this manner. Sentences after sentences according to the sections. So with this, students, I conclude my class over here of self-introduction. So take care of yourself. Bye-bye.